Hello everyone, welcome to the YogaCandi YouTube channel. My name's Candace and today I have a really beautiful, releasing, slow, also pretty gentle class for you. So this is great for intermediate yogis. It's going to be fairly minimal cues, but I will have to direct you into some of the poses. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. There's going to be some really deep hip opening, releasing poses which may stir up certain emotions, and that's totally fine. Just go with it. Sometimes hip openers actually draw tears out of you, and this is just a really wonderful physical release that allows like an emotional release at the same time. We actually store so much tension in our hips and in our shoulders, just places where we find we tense up. So I really hope you guys enjoy today's class and find it releasing. Do let me know in the comments how you got on, if any tears were shed, or if it was just wonderful and blissful for your body. We will be doing frog pose. Now I know this is not part of everybody's practice. It's a very intense hip opener. So if that's too much for you, then I recommend doing a wide-legged child's pose, which I will recommend when we come to the point of doing that pose. So yeah, modify and make the class your own. And in the comments, do let me know where you're from, like where you're practicing from, and also if you have any class requests that I can write down and just add into ideas for future classes. If you guys would like to connect a little more with me, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. The links are below in the description. And don't forget to save my intermediate playlist. If you're an intermediate yogi or a teacher, that's also a really nice way to practice sometimes, and maybe even get inspiration for your own classes. So without further ado, let's begin. Namaste. All right, everyone, we're going to start off in a wide-legged child's pose. Just breathing deep Ujjayi breaths here. You can add in some pelvic floor breaths if you would like to, by expanding your belly on your inhale and then contracting and pulling your belly button back on the exhale. Start to walk the hands to the left, taking a side body stretch, drawing that right armpit towards the floor. Sending it over to the right, drawing the left shoulder down to the floor. Coming back to center, drawing the knees together, rolling the spine forward all the way to the belly. In for cobra. And then come on down. We're going to cross our arms over the chest with the left arm on top. Just rest your head down to the floor or look towards the left fingertips, resting the neck, becoming heavy and feeling that stretch through the back of the shoulders. So take this pose as best you can and breathe deep into the posture. You can change position of the head. Keep breathing. Lift up using your spine. Release the hands and take lotus pose, just lifting the legs and the arms and the chest. Taking it to bow pose. And then back to lotus. And cross the arms with the right arm on top this time. Resting your head to the left and moving the head around as much as you need to. Using the strength of your spine, lift back up into locust pose. Taking bow pose once again. Slowly back into locust. And send it to downward facing dog. Roll to plank, taking 3 rolls from plank to down dog. Taking lizard on the right side. Dropping the back knee and opening through the right leg. So push the right leg with your right hand. Looking towards the right, sink deep. Plant the hands and make your way into pigeon pose. Start off by sitting up tall and just feeling through the hips. And when you're ready, coming all the way down to the forearms, maybe resting the head on the ground. Come on up, finding a quad stretch. And if it's in your practice, finding mermaid. Coming back down onto the forearms, finding your way into a forearm plank. and all the way up to dolphin pose. Taking it down into a frog pose. Staying up on the forearms, maybe finding a little bounce back and forth. If frog is too intense, take a wide-legged child's pose. And back up into your dolphin. Lifting out of the shoulders, maybe walk closer if you can. And then sending it back into your forearm plank. Into high plank. Taking a vinyasa to down dog. Taking your lizard pose over on the left side. Staying up tall to start with. Lowering the back knee. And use your left hand to push your left knee away from you. Look behind you or towards the left. Sink low. Lift up off the back knee and find your way to pigeon on this side. Sit up tall and just work your way into the pose, feeling it out. And start to come down to the forearms or all the way down to the forehead. Keeping the breath deep. Come on up. And just work into a quad stretch. And if it's in your practice, taking mermaid. Releasing back into your pigeon, coming down to the forearms, interlace the fingers and walk your way into a forearm plank. And then up into dolphin. Back into your forearm plank and make your way into your frog pose or a wide-legged child's pose. Maybe finding a little bounce here. Maybe coming all the way down to the chest. Resting in your frog or your wide-legged child's. Planting your forearms on the ground once again. Bring your toes together and send your hips up into your dolphin. Walk back to your forearm plank. High plank, taking a chaturanga. Meet me in downward facing dog. Take your left leg over to crossing over the right and take a side body stretch. And then taking it over towards the left. Do that again. Make your way into a cow face pose gomukhasana, with the right leg on top. And find it with the arms if that's in your practice. Releasing the arms, finding a twist. And then lean over the front of the legs if that's possible. Maybe resting your forehead onto your top knee. Or taking the chin all the way over the knee. And then come on up. Stay where you are and start to swivel your legs towards the left so that you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Interlace your hands behind your back, allow them to fall up and over your head. Taking a wide-legged fold with a shoulder opener. And then keep rotating all the way to the right so that your left leg is on top this time. In your gomukhasana cow face pose. Taking your right hand up and over, maybe finding cow face pose with the arms. Slowly releasing the arms and finding a twist. Back to center, folding over the top leg, maybe just drawing your forehead to the knee or your chin over the top of the knee. And coming up, lean backwards and uncross your legs. Coming forward, staff pose. Finding a forward fold. Coming back up, taking a cross-legged position, any comfortable seat, taking cat-cow in a seated position. And then finding some neck rolls. We'll just take a moment here now to meditate together. I'm just going to be with you for a couple of minutes, but you can stay in meditation as long as you like. Bring your breath back to its natural rhythm and allow your thoughts to pass. Listening to the breath and becoming aware of your body's sensations. can continue to meditate or end with me by wiggling the toes and the fingers, and then rotating the palms in one direction and then in the other. And draw your hands to heart center with the eyes still closed. You can chant one Om with me if you would like to, or just simply listen. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to guide you.